My name is Ubani. My dad used to be growing up very good, very okay. He was sane. He used to work with Ministry of Interior as one of their top persons. At 10, my dad started getting upset and angry. He would just wake up. There's this cutlass he usually would keep under his pillow. And we have always wondered, what is this cutlass for? Until we got to find out and understand that that was for my mom. He wasn't like this before now, like I said. So whenever the episode starts, he would beat her up with it, and he would, most of the time, lock us up for us to witness it, and we would clean up after him. For the other time, he would throw us out with her, taking her ATM card, every means that we're supposed to use to get help, and he would leave us on the street and leave with her almost dead. So the place we would usually go to was Chisco Park at Utako, because that was where her family knew to come pick her up from when we would contact them. And over time, it kept on happening and happening. Most of the time, it could be pisu, like what you used to pound yam. And then, these are my siblings. In 2012, he told us, oh, you have to move to Cross River State. And we were like, we're already in school. My siblings, we already have friends here. At least we're trying to blend. He forcefully took us to Cross River State with my mom. And then we got signed up in a school, St. Brendan, Cross River State. If you are from there, you would know. And then we went there, and one of those days, we were in school and we heard children shouting. And we were like, what's going on? Is something fun happening outside? So we went outside and they were like, oh, your dad is here. I'm like, my dad can't come to school, because they used to see us like, oh, the rich kids. But they did not know that I was wishing to be like those that did not have and had peace. We came outside to see what was happening, the fun thing that was happening, and it was a woman in a pool of blood, drenching, and this man screaming, and guess who it was? My dad and my mom. It was just one of those episodes, because the reason why she was in that state was because he gave my sibling the document to the house, and then he was like, you want to steal from me. You took the document. And my mom said, but you gave it to your son. And he was like, no, that she's the thief, that she took it. And that was why he brought her to school to confirm that indeed she was the thief and she took the document. Meanwhile, the document he actually gave it to my sibling, and my sibling confirmed that the document was with him. And after that, he said, you people can't go to this school anymore. You have to come back and sit in the house. And it was the time where I was supposed to write my WAEC. And we're like, please, the people in the school, the head, were saying, okay, let the siblings go. We're 7, and the elder, 6 boys and just me. So they were like, let the boys go. The girl can just write her WAEC and then come back to you. And it's like, they are my property, they are my own, and I would do what I want with them. And they were like, okay, no problem, you can take your children. And he took us back home. I wrapped myself up like a fugitive trying to run, but I was running from my dad. I went back to write my WAEC. Just to that same day I left in the evening, he was running into the school with his singlet and his boxers, and we were like, why are you here? The principal asked, what happened? He said, Daddy came back and got to find out that something fishy had happened, and he told me to leave. So he wanted to use a machete on him, but he already had nails. The previous day, he stepped on nails and he could barely run. So he told him, the way you are running, don't come back anymore. He told my mom to live with her evil children and not come back. And he came back to Abuja. Coming back to Abuja, my mom had to struggle to cater for my siblings and I with a job that wasn't paying, and I had to grow up by force to start doing things to support my mom and my other siblings, we could barely feed, and we were at the mercy of people. And among the 7 of us, just I and my brother went to school and completed, because we couldn't pay fees for the rest of my other siblings. After 7 years, I said, you know what, I'm just going to go and confront my dad. And then my mom was like, but you hate him. Why are you the one going? I said, I used to be his favorite, so let me just go. And I borrowed money and went to Abuja to meet him. But when I saw him, he wasn't looking like himself. He was already like somebody that was dying or so. And I had to come back because of the strike was over. But he was asking for forgiveness, that he wanted to make peace with my mom and my siblings. I should bring them over to Cross River State. And I'm like, for my siblings, I would try to do that. But for my mom, I don't think she would want to come with us. But I would try. And then that next year, that should be like 2017, when we were supposed to go meet him with my siblings, my auntie called to say, your dad is dead. And everything that he had was collected from us by his people. I'd finished school and went for service, but before going for service, I had already started the process of collecting his death benefit and all. And 1 year passed, 2 years, 3 to 4 to 5, and they were just saying, come back again, go and come back again. And we were like, let's leave this thing. We already started living, so we can just do without these things. But because we were living at the mercy of people, and the work I was doing at the time was 80,000 naira. And when I get that salary, I would have to take all back and give to mommy to try to assist with my siblings. I was stranded before month end where I would get another pay. And I'm like, okay, when you're tired of the weight, that's what the Bible says, you would shake it, you would stand up. And I stood up and said, I'm going to be intentional because I can't keep living like this. And then the word started to come. My mom had to come all the way from Cross River State like 2 months back because of this. This is after 7 years. The word came on the altar, and Pastor Jerry said, he has finished the work and he has cut it short in righteousness.
By the wonders of the Lord, I announce the Lord has finished the work. The Lord has finished the work. He has cut it short. He has cut it short.
My mom went to that place, and among all of the files and everything that was there and people waiting, they said, madam, we're so sorry for keeping you waiting. And they signed the form for her, and the payment came. And we were so excited because finally, the previous time we were struggling and we almost got kicked out from house, and I had to sort for help here. And I was like, how am I going to pay August rent? But this payment came. Everybody, that word that says people would rejoice with you, they would laugh with you. They were even more excited than I was because there's no overtime. We had suffered so much and we thought that was it. Now the big one. A month ago, before my mom left, a word of knowledge came that said, somebody will call you to confess. And we laughed about it. My mom and I told my mom that we know we hear plenty things on NSPPD. I wonder waiting done, this one don't do now where they say, may they forgive him. And we laughed about it, not knowing that it was for us. She left the next day, and 3 days after, she had called multiple times when I was at work. And I'm like, why is this woman calling me again? Is there another problem? And I'm like, Mommy, what is it? She was like, I'm freezing. I can't talk. What is going on? She said, remember that person I brought to the house? The lady was 15 years old, and this person was saying, I'm dying. I did die, oh. I beg forgive me for what I do. And my mom was like, I've forgiven you for what you did. And what did she do? Along the line, she started having an affair with my dad. And my mom got to find out about it, and she apologized, and my mom said, that's okay. And this is like 20 years. 20 years after. My mom said she did not know where she got her number from, who she got the number from. And then she was like, I've forgiven you. But she said, no, please forgive me. My mom said, what am I forgiving you for? And she opened up to say, everything that happened over all of these years, she did it. All my dad's behavior, the pain, the rejection, she went diabolic. She did it. And that was the word of knowledge that Papa said somebody was going to call you.
My God is a household wickedness. Oh my God, how do I explain this? Is a household wickedness. They are using it to strengthen a wicked covenant. Oh, the sound of your amen. Let it be broken. Let it be broken. If you will not give back your testimony in 3 days, they will run to you for confession. They will run to you for confession. They will run to you for confession.
And it was exactly the 3 days Papa spoke about that she called. We are forgiving them. It's hard. But it's a new season for us because we are no more the way that we used to be. We are not at the mercy of people. We are not struggling. But even though I don't have a dad anymore, and it's so painful to know that somebody actually made us go through all of this pain. But I'm so grateful to God where my auntie is for sending me the link. Pastor Jerry, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You don't know what you're doing for people like us. We have just come to say thank you. My mom is not here because she had to go back to work, but she said she's with us. I come to say thank you to God and to tell the devil you are a liar and you failed. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, sir. What God cannot do,